This one right here is going to close out. There we go. Nice little profit on that second entry. And we've got another one here, 7 seconds to go, guys. I think we're in the clear, and this has worked out just as we've planned. Let's go over it one more time. Great, there's another profit. So that's 2 in a row, 3 today. Hey everybody, welcome back. Mark here. And I wanted to revisit the clear channel strategy because I've been working on this and I found one of the best ways to approach this strategy to make it the most profitable as possible and make it the most effective strategies, or at least one of the most effective strategies that's out there. And I've got a few trades here going on, some crazy trades that I'm doing on demo just to show you how well this really works. But now I wanted to point out a few things that I've talked about before concerning the clear channel. And I wanted to point out the most important thing that you should be looking for to give yourself the highest probability of success with this, okay? Now, what you're gonna wanna do to set this up, pretty straightforward, 1 minute chart. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab the settings over here. So we've got the Keltner channel, of course. This is there's gonna be 3 indicators for this. The Keltner channel indicator, the stochastic oscillator, and also the 200 exponential moving average, okay? 1 minute time frame and 1 minute expiry. Now this can be a 2 minute expiry. That's totally up to you if you want to switch this back and forth. So let's make sure we have everything set up correctly. Let's come over here to the moving average that we've added to the chart. We want to make sure that this is at 200 for the period, and for the moving average, this needs to be set to EMA. Okay. Now the style for that, I've chosen white with a 2 pixel line width. And this makes it really easy to see, okay? Now for the Keltner channel that you've added to the chart, there's only one thing that you can change, and that would be the multiplier. So I think by default, this is set to 1. Go ahead and set this to 2. And then for the styles, I've just set the top, middle, and bottom lines to 2 pixels, okay? Just to thicken that up a little bit so it's easier to see on the chart. Now also the stochastic oscillator, which is down here, that we have also added, the default settings are going to work just fine. So no changes there. On the styles, I've set all the styles to 2 pixels just to thicken up those lines a little bit. And then you guys are all set to go. Now what you're looking for here, you're looking for a trend, so an upward or downward trend, and a way to identify that is just to use the 200 moving average. It will show you the direction, okay? Now, guys, the way this works, what you should be looking for, you can see the Keltner channel on the chart, which is this, looks like this squiggly little tube here going over the candles. You know, we have a line on the top, we've got a middle line here, and then we also have an outer edge of the Keltner. If you look closely, you will see that the price and the candles they're on only one side of this Keltner channel. And that's good because we want to see it only on one side, and then on the other side, we want this clear. Look at this. We want this all clear. That's why they call it the clear channel. So you're looking for one side of the Keltner to be clear, at least from the past several minutes in time, because this is the 1 minute chart. So everything's, it's moving. It's not as fast as a 5-second chart, but things are still moving very quickly. So let me go ahead and just, let's go ahead and clear this off. And so it looks like to me, things could be changing for this specific chart here, although it could still return and go back up. All we're doing here, guys, is we're waiting for the price to come down to the middle line of the Keltner channel, and then we want to enter. That's all you have to do. But you can also look at the stochastic oscillator to see if it has, if the price is overbought or oversold, which is a good indicator, like in this way right here. Let me go ahead and enter the trade because it looks like we're bouncing off of the middle line of the Keltner channel. As I'm making this video right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just jump in here to a trade. Now, why did I do this? Well, we're oversold on the stochastic oscillator. and the price has came down close to the middle of the Keltner channel, even going a little bit past the Keltner channel, which is okay. There's been instances where I've entered more than one trade at a time. You can do this. One might be a loss, and you can go ahead and enter another one. So in a way, this is kind of like a DCA, dollar cost averaging style of trading. Some people don't like that because it can be a little bit risky. But for me, DCA is just a lot less stressful. And so that's what I like about it, because if I lose one, I can always make up for it by entering again. So it looks like this is working out really good now, but what's happening here? So let's look really closely. We can see that it's came down to the middle of this Keltner channel, and it looks like it's totally rejected off of it. We've got a profit there, guys. Everything is working out just as planned. And we've got a nice bounce here off of the stochastic oscillator, reaching down here towards the 20% line. We can see a nice rejection, and we have these lines pointing up. So you can see that the price is continuing on up, probably going to hit the top of the Keltner channel, and then most likely come down again to the middle line of this indicator, giving us another trading opportunity. Now, what would I do at this point? I've already had a successful trade with this. So then what I would do is go to a different chart, right? Find a different asset. So let's go ahead and browse through here. Now this one looks pretty good. But however, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more time before we get a pullback. And most of these pullbacks that I see on this specific chart, they're not pulling back all the way to the middle line on the Keltner, which is really what I want to see. Like, this is good right here, but I want to see more taps to the middle line on that Keltner. Really want to see that. This could come up and touch the middle line, but let's go ahead and come back to this a little bit later. So let's I'm going to exit out of here. Sometimes I get so confused with that tool sometimes. But let's just browse through. This one came up and tapped the middle line, but this little dip here is kind of weird. Let me just find something that's just a little bit more consistent, something that has been that has a nice pattern to it. It's been doing the same thing for a long time. I like this right here. It looks like it's coming down. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. We're oversold here on the stochastic. Let's go ahead and jump in, and I'm on demo here, guys. Normally I do trade with the real account, if you're wondering, and depending on your confidence level, you can enter in for a second time. I wouldn't always recommend that though. I mean, give it a chance to turn around and to bounce off of this middle line on the Keltner before you enter again. So it looks like we're still in a red here. We're moving just a little bit lower there. But you know what? I'm confident because we are oversold here on the stochastic oscillator. We've got 14 seconds here on this first trade. It may not make it in time, guys. We may have a loss there, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and enter again because what I'm seeing here is this blue line is just about to cross over the orange line on the stochastic, which could mean that that's going to give us a little bit of a boost. As you can see, it's happening right now, and hopefully this will stay a little bit above here, above our entries, so we can go ahead and take a profit. But I am anticipating this coming up and bouncing off of this middle line and going just a little bit higher here. So hopefully it's completely exhausted, although these lines on the stochastic are pointing down, guys. So that can give us a little kind of a weird feeling, right? That this may not work out, but it looks like it's trying to come back up. Look at that. It's trying to push back up here, and we can get a little bit of a closer view if we go over to the line chart. You can really see that here's our entries down here. This one right here is going to close out. There we go. Nice little profit on that second entry. And we've got another one here, 7 seconds to go, guys. I think we're in the clear, and this has worked out just as we've planned. Let's go over it one more time. Great. There's another profit. So that's 2 in a row, 3 today. That's really good. Nice to see that. So we've oversold here on the stochastic oscillator. We've got that blue line crossing over the orange line, which when we see that, usually that means that the price should be turning around and going up. And sure enough, if we look up here at the top, we can see a big, bold green candle. And so the stochastic and the candlesticks at the very top, they're working together just like they should. We've bounced off that middle line on the Keltner. Beautiful. Guys, try this out. Practice this on demo first. Hope you enjoyed the video today, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.